We are the FLL Team 12891, the Electric Mayhem from Buffalo, New York.
People like to play sports and games together, but it is expensive to buy lots of equipment and it is hard to store. How can we give people access to affordable equipment when they need it?
Our idea is to create a company that stores sports and exercise equipment and rents the equipment through an app. Our employees would deliver the equipment to do setup, act as referees for the activities, and do cleanup.
Our company would be called On the Throw. It would be a for-profit company. Our project was to develop a business model and design the app that would form the backbone of this company. Our app would be easy to use. People would register in the app and we would use cookies to store their address, payment information, and rental history. That would make it easier for them to re-rent the same package again by just selecting a new date. The app would know the physical size of each of the packages and the volume of our vans. Customers can keep adding packages until software recognizes the van is full. Customers can use a scroll dial to set certain end times. The price would automatically adjust as the customer scrolls through the time settings. All of the items in our packages are stamped with a QR code. Everything is scanned by the driver as it is put onto the truck in the warehouse. Everything is rescanned as it is picked up from the customer. This assures that we get all of our equipment back.
Our company would have a warehouse where we store the equipment and re-rent. We would also have a small fleet of vans to get the equipment to customers. We can employ college students. They would be drivers, do setup and act as referees if it is requested. They would all be trained in first aid as well. We see the service being used for birthday parties, for family reunion picnics, corporate retreats, and neighborhood pickup sport teams and clubs. On our app, we would have preset packages of supplies that customers could order for 3 to 12 hours.
During a brainstorming session, we came up with several rental packages that we could do. We came up with lots of fair weather games and sports, but we also came up with things that would be useful in the winter or even indoors. We also tried to come up with packages that would be good for different age groups.
Here's an example of street hockey package. In addition to having necessities like hockey sticks, balls, and helmets, nets, and pads, we also have a scoreboard and grate covers to put over storm drains. These extras create the added value that would make our service appealing.
Here's an example of laser tag package. In addition to the laser tag guns and vests, we would also supply portable obstacles for the players to hide behind, cones to mark boundaries, and Velcro flags that can be captured.
Since our idea centered around a startup company, we spent the winter talking about our project ideas with the high school entrepreneurial study classes. We spent 5 weeks working with 10 high school seniors from this class over Zoom. We did an initial pitch to them for our idea, and they got back to us with questions and suggestions for refinements. Each week, we would present our new ideas, and they would ask us questions that would focus on the areas that still needed work. It was very helpful to work with them. The ESE students also encouraged us to look at possible competition that already exists in the community. We looked at prices for parties at Lasertron and Bounce Magic, and we also looked at prices for Bounce House rentals.
Our next step is to create a survey that we can send out to the community to gauge interest in our proposal. Some of the questions we need to ask include: are kids and adults interested in packages we want to offer? Are people willing to pay for the convenience of this service?